All right, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends free-to-play mystery shard only video. Today, we are starting a new series called the 3-Star Nightmare Campaign. So, yeah, we're going to do one campaign area per video just so you can see how to beat these areas with 3 stars, how to get through them, and how to make sure that you can beat this Nightmare Campaign. Now, the thing that you should know before we even get into any of these is that these are extremely hard. All right, from maybe 1 to 3, if I had to guess, there's not much tutorial really needed. You just need strong heroes that don't die. After that, it does get a little rough. There's going to be things in here that if you're not prepared for them or you don't have heroes that can counter these things, you will have an insanely hard time beating them. There are heroes that will revive and then have block damage. There are heroes that have counterattacks. There are heroes that do all kinds of crazy annoying things that get unkillable and all of that. And if you don't have heroes that can counter it, or at least kind of soak the damage from those things that are happening, you will not be able to win these. You have to remember that you do need to beat these things in 10 minutes. So, that being said, just bringing in the tankiest heroes ever that do 0 damage and win isn't enough to get your 3 stars. So you have to do this with 2 heroes and it has to be under 10 minutes. So that's how we're going to start this. We have not completed the last 4 on Nightmare. Here we go. I wasn't even in Nightmare. So we haven't completed the last 4 on Nightmare. I will be doing those last. So I'll be working them out as I go through. It's not that I can't beat them. I just haven't done it yet. So we're going to try those later on. But yeah, we're going to work through these one at a time, starting with everyone's favorite, Carrot Castle. Now, and no, I didn't say Carrot Castle. I said Carrock. 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 I don't know. However you want to say it. You want to call it Carrot Castle? You know what? Call it Carrot Castle. So this is the first time you're going to experience Nightmare. Now, once you beat Brutal, if you've beat Brutal a 3-star, more than likely you're going to be able to beat this area pretty easily with 2 heroes. I mean, it's not ridiculously hard. The creatures in here, enemies, whatever you want to call them, there's really no creatures. It's just a bunch of people, except for this one right here. Most of them are all level 100. If you're pushing dungeons and kind of moving yourself along and you've got a decent set of heroes, I can't see anyone really having a huge problem with this area. The first time you're going to see any kind of real fight back would be on the second stage. That's when you're going to start seeing some things that are new. This is just powered up heroes. So more than likely, you can just beat this with 2 heroes. Now, who you pick does not really matter. As long as you have someone who can re-heal themselves usually and has a good AoE damage, like this is Galek. You can also use Kale. You can use anybody you got, basically. Any nuker that can heal themselves. Now, we are going to use Kale only because he is built better right now, and he is the one that I'm going to use. If this is a shorter video, I may run through it again and pull Galek just so you can see how he fares in here. But we're going to bring him, and we're going to bring Spirit Host. All right? At this point, besides finishing the first area on Nightmare, you really should be ignoring Nightmare Campaign for quite some time. The first time you get to it, it is zero. It's of zero importance. Let's put it that way. That you beat any of it, you can literally just ignore it, unless you're trying to get like the silver right in the beginning. I don't think this is really necessary to do. The creatures get very hard, and I don't want you guys to think that you did something wrong because you're getting your butt handed to you in Nightmare. It's called Nightmare for a reason. It's because it's really hard, and I still haven't finished it. As you can see, I did those 4 areas. So we're just going to bring these 2 in and see how they fare. To be honest, I don't even really remember who I brought in here. I did beat it a long time ago, so my heroes are going to be a little bit more overpowered than yours will probably be at this point. But this is just to kind of show you that you don't really need the best heroes in the world to finish the first stage. These 2 can pretty much make short work of this, especially with how they're built. I'll show you their builds at the end, but this is just to kind of give you an idea that you can have somebody who is just a nuker and heals back up in lifesteal, and then just bring a secondary that either boosts attack, defense, whatever you want to do. I would say attack is your best bet. Spirit Host is great for this because she is able to handle this like it's nothing. And look at that. Now we got a brand new hero that I needed. Actually, I needed another one of her, so that actually works out really well. Continue. I wouldn't farm this area, but it's definitely good to beat it just to get the rewards. But as you can see, most of the time, Kale's just going to one-shot these guys. But I see they're already doing the revive thing. So it could turn out to be annoying. That's just the first time you're going to see anything happen, essentially. More than likely, you would want to kill him first if you're having issues here, just because he can revive someone. But now he's dead, so it doesn't really matter. And as you can see, Spirit Host is rocking it. This is why I said she's so good. Like, she really is one of the best heroes in this game. I can't say enough about Spirit Host. Who cares about Nightmare? This ain't a nightmare. This is a joke. That's right. I hope you feel that way. I really do hope you guys feel that way when you do this. Now, they're going to progressively get harder. You're going to start at 100, and it's just those numbers are just going to keep climbing. So don't think that just because the first area is easy, that all of a sudden you're going to be able to beat every single one of these campaigns 3-star, and everything's going to be, fine and dandy, because it's not going to work that way, especially when you just get here the first time. To be honest, what I'm doing right now may even seem hard when you first beat Brutal. But if you've been following my guides and you built Kale up to max, more than likely, all you need, you wouldn't even need Spirit Host at that point. You would just need someone who doesn't die, which is why I picked Spirit Host, because she's really good at not dying. She heals herself back up, and she makes Kale stronger. It's like a double whammy of goodness. So this video is going to be a little bit shorter than most, just because, like I said, this area is not exactly worthy of a lot of explaining. It's really just, can you kill these things and can you do a lot of damage? And if you can't, then just wait till you can. But see how you're already going to start getting heroes that are going to do counterattack and do all kinds of really annoying things to make sure that you ain't getting that 3-star. Boom. Where are we at now? We're on stage 4 now. Like I said, I don't think I actually saw anything in here that was really hard, that was too worrisome. Once you get into the sewers, that's when you start getting, there's the lizards that resurrect themselves and put up block damage, which doesn't seem like it would be a big deal. But when you first start the game, that is a big deal, because you really don't have anybody that removes buffs that is very good or substantial. And the other thing is they can't just be good. They have to be able to survive, beat it in under 10 minutes, and only do it with 2 heroes. So it becomes increasingly difficult. To be honest, I would say in the beginning, I wouldn't worry about 3-starring any of these in the beginning. Like right when you first get to it, when you actually begin progressing in Nightmare Campaign, your goal shouldn't be to 3-star. Your goal should be to just beat them. Get as many stars as you possibly can running it through with 4 heroes. And then get some of the rewards, because you're going to get a ton of silver, you're going to get gems, you're going to get summons, you're going to get books. There's a lot of rewards to get from Nightmare Campaign if you can beat them. We literally just beat Nightmare Campaign, I believe, when we got Drexstar. It's because we used Drexstar and we used Syl to 2-man a lot of the dungeons and get through them 3-star. So don't think that this just happened last night. We're talking this account specifically is 9 months in. Okay. Next one in, we want next. Stage 5, stage 6. But it's funny because this is an easy to acquire team. This is a team that everyone more than likely has. And almost everyone picks Kale as your first hero. If you don't, Galek is just as good here. Well, like I said, I'll run it through with Galek. And I'll see if there's another one that I want to bring in here, maybe. We'll see. But Galek is good. I have him built reasonably well. He just doesn't have all his masteries, so I can't foresee him having an issue in here. He's pretty beastly. He's got insane attack. I actually have to put some defense on him because he gets killed quickly. Kale's a little more defensive, so he can manage getting hit in this. Whereas Galek at this point, the way I have him built, he might not take that hit too well. So now we're going to be fighting this. Here is your boss of Nightmare Campaign, ready to rumble. But yeah, see, having that one hero at 6-star changes your entire life. See, this is where stuff gets a little bit tricky, because now they're getting attacks and they're putting up buffs and they're putting up all kinds of things. So you want to make sure your heroes are strong enough to be able to take those hits. Now we got the boss. I think these guys do annoying stuff like counterattack and some random stuff, if I remember correctly. I haven't done this in a while. Yeah, so they put up block damage, they put up increased defense, but none of that really matters. to a team that is blatantly stronger. All right, so there you go. They rocked the boss. They did well. All right, let's get out of here. Stage selection. All right, let's just run. I'm going to waste another energy refill. I'm over 4,000 gems. It's fine. So we're going to run the boss again, just because that's the hardest one. We're going to put Galek in here just so you can see that most of them are able to do this. And this is another level 60 Galek. He's definitely not as strong, but definitely still really powerful. I think he's actually stronger than Kale on his base hits. He's just not as good as him for beating bosses. But yeah, he can put up some numbers here. Now, out of all of them, I would say these two are the best of the starting nukers to get through this kind of stuff. Elhain is good and will do it just as well. I only have her at 50 right now. Otherwise, I would showcase her in here. But another person that could be good would be here. Let's see. Who do we got? Who do we got that's a nuker that we could use in lifesteal? Someone that everybody has. That's a tough one, right? No, we're definitely not bringing Conqueror in here. I'll tell you that much. Hey, you know what? Just for fun, let's see if she works in here. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I know. You know what? We'll switch them. There you go. We don't have now have more speed. Let's see. Can an uncommon win? Of course, I forgot that they have a lot of dumb debuffs. We should have switched her to just do attacking. But let's see if they can handle it. This is just a fun little try. I don't really know if this is going to work. I feel like it's going to work. I just think it's going to take a really long time. If they destroy all my max HP. It's always fun to watch uncommons do things that people say can't be done. I love it. I love it. It's like McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Partner, you got this. I really want to see what I can do with Zephyr Sniper here. I want to see how much damage she can really do while staying defensive, because all of her attacks from defense. So like, I feel like if we pumped her full of some crit damage, it might be kind of fun. But I can't lose resistance because I use her for stuff and she needs resist. The thing is when I change a hero, I need to make sure that they're consistent with some of the old content, because I need to make sure they can still do it, just in case somebody needs help. So I can't go crazy changing heroes too much. I don't want to change her and then all of a sudden be like, yeah, you can beat Spider 15 with this awesome, insanely built hero. It's like, yeah. But she's not insanely built. That's right. Counterattack that guy. Well, the good news is that they're going to beat it in under 10 minutes. Spirit Host rocks. Continuous heal rocks. Increased attack does not help her. Hopefully Spirit Host will kill that extra little dork. Oh, just enough to not die. I mean, her defense is pretty high, so it's not. The problem is she has an AoE attack, so she doesn't heal up as quick against a boss like this. But as you can see, they're actually winning and doing really well here. But this is why I said all you need is heroes that can survive and do enough damage to win. So there you go. Zephyr Sniper and Spirit Host can beat Nightmare Campaign in Carrock Castle. How's that for fun? All right. So when somebody tells you that these heroes stink, just remember what you saw today. All right. So let's take a look at some of the heroes we used, just so you can kind of see how strong they are. I do have videos on all of them if you are interested, but actually there's no video for Galek yet, but there will be soon. So Kale, he's at 43,000 power. He's got the lifesteal set. This is just an upgrade from the ones that you get for free. If you use the 4-star set that you get from the login, that is more than enough as long as you have built it to max and have done, all your due diligence, try to get some glyphs on here. You have some decent accessories and a decent set of weapons. You want his speed to at least be in the 170 to 180 range. Over 200 would be much better because he'll get more attacks and won't die. So just to know that. Skills are all maxed. We've got him in the Phantom Touch Blessing, and those are his masteries if you wanted to see them. Where are you, girl? There you are. Spirit Host, the one, the myth. Here we go. We've got her in a protected shield set. A regular shield set in the beginning that you get from the Fire Knight's Castle is more than enough to get you through it. However, this is a much better set. You want to get her built up as quickly as possible. She is awesome. Skills are all maxed. Phantom Touch, Blessing. She has down to War Master, and she has a support tree side. And remember, you can get Kale built up to max right in the beginning because you get enough books to finish him. And Spirit Host, you can get it. She only needs a couple books to max her, or you can just farm her. So that's up to you. But she's easy to get. And then Galek, we have at level 60, same deal, all life steal gear. He's actually got less, a little bit worse gear than Kale, and he's still able to do it. So we've got him in some stuff. We've got him in attack gear. He's more attack based. I'm trying to find a crit damage glove for him eventually, but that's where we're at right now. He's doing really well. All his skills are maxed, and his masteries are done. Hate when phones go off in the middle of streams, right? So yeah, his masteries are done. We're good there. And then let's look at Zephyr. Here we go. We've got Zephyr. She's got 41,000 power. She is got all of her skills maxed, and she has all of this done here on her masteries down to War Master and then some defensive stuff, which is pretty good. That is why she was able to make it through there. Her defense is really good here, just so you can kind of see. Her defense is 4,600, which is really nice. Really nice. I'd like to get it over 5,000, not going to lie. And I'd like to get this crit damage up. That's really where we're at. So yeah, we're going to do all that. But that's the few heroes that we use to get through this. Nothing crazy. All of them are easily acquirable. All of them are easy to build. I mean, you can get Zephyr. She's the best, isn't she? She's our favorite hero that is uncommon. She's my favorite uncommon outside of Armor, I think. So yeah, we love her. So there you go, guys. In case you're having any trouble for Nightmare campaign, just remember, I'm here for you. I will show you how to beat it with the least amount of effort possible. All right, the least amount. Maybe not no effort, just the least amount of effort possible. All right. So this is Carrot Castle Nightmare campaign. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd. I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.